I've worked for Premier for the last 3.5 years straight from college. Started off at the bottom as a receptionist and I fell in love with the position and I very quickly moved up to a supervisor. I moved around to sites. We have to be flexible in location, so jumped around a little bit, came into central London and really found my feet as a manager. I did A-levels, my favourite being art. I did English as well and sociology and media, so really putting my creative side to the test. To get to where I've gotten to, I've made a lot of sacrifice in terms of shift work, unsociable hours, sometimes pulling double shifts because we're a 24-hour business and we can't close, and if no one turns up you can't just leave. You know, it can be very stressful at times, and we work under a lot of pressure, but pressure is what drives me, and that's why I love what I do. But if you don't like stressful situations and you don't like working under pressure, it's possibly not a good job for you. Well, a typical day for me is coming in and kind of talking to all the departments, all of the team, and kind of understanding what's going on at the moment. We have audits to make sure that we comply with brand standards, and it's a bit like a mystery shopper. So what that is to make sure that we're delivering what we promise to our guests. So some of my day, every day, is spent on making sure we're complying in some way, shape or form with that audit. We do ordering on a weekly basis, inventory, and also we do a lot of financial analysis into what we're spending, what revenue we're getting in, and making sure that we are keeping in line in terms of budget, as well as making sure that our sales are coming in. So we do a lot of sales activities. There's not a day that doesn't go by without me making some phone calls, just courtesy calls to make sure that our guests are happy with the service they've received, and their business is happy that they've enjoyed their stay here. On any particular day there will be around about 40 members of staff in from morning to evening, all of which will effectively report to me as one of the senior people in the building. In terms of who I report to, I have a general manager here who I will report to, and then he obviously has his management in area management. I had a meeting with someone who was potentially going to advertise us as a company, and it involved a lot of kind of technical and kind of brand problems with our company. So one of the biggest decisions I had to make with that is the area manager basically said, it's your choice, but you fail if you don't get what you want you don't get the result you achieve. It was the first time I was given such a big project to do, and to kind of have this meeting and take it all on by myself and actually go back with them with my decision as opposed to the company's, and face the consequence of that if it was right or wrong. The business skills, things like budgets and basic business acumen and strategy, I've had to learn on the job, not only through making mistakes but through having fantastic mentors as GMs, and fantastic people around me who had the time and the knowledge to share that with me. So there's no official kind of if you're good at this and not good at this, you can't do the job. We all have our strengths and weaknesses, but what it's taught me is there's nothing I can't learn. Okay, so one of my dreams would be to work for a full service company, hotel, possibly in an exotic location, so I can get that all-rounder knowledge of the industry.